It's been a week since the draft environmental impact statement was released to the public by the Joint Guam Program Office. Last night at the legislature, a roundtable discussion was held to discuss the main differences between the 2010 final EIS and the 2014 draft supplemental environmental impact statement. Some of those proposed differences include fewer Marines and their dependents that will be relocated from Okinawa to Guam, gradual construction activity, no land will now be needed to be acquired for the main cantonment for the Marines, and plans for a live fire training range complex will be moved from Pagat to Ritidian. Guahan's Levin Camacho was among those that led the fight to protect the ancient Chamorro village of Pagat.
The biggest issue for me is not necessarily the differences, but the things that have stayed the same, and specifically the lack of a commitment by DoD to pay for impacts on the island, and in particular civilian impacts.
Camacho pointed to the fact that Guam hasn't seen a penny out of the $21 million included in the programmatic agreement for a cultural repository in Guam. Representing an organization called Our Islands Are Sacred, Victoria Leon Guerrero says like Pagat, the other preferred alternatives in the draft SEIS are just as sacred.
So there is a list in the SEIS that identifies just for the cantonment and family housing alone, there are 11 different sites that contain artifacts from the Latte pre-contact and post-contact periods. So this is really significant because these spaces are sacred and we need to protect them.
For Route 3 residents like former Senator Larry Kasperbauer and his family, he has many questions about the draft SEIS since he and his family could now be impacted.
A resident, landowner of the area along Route 3 for over 40 years. Married to Carmen, who will be 80 years old next year, who is very, very, very sick and tired of trying to fight and deal with this for all of these years. We who live along Route 3 have asked for a meeting for somebody to tell us what the heck is going on and how is it going to affect our life along Route 3.
Kasperbauer, along with the rest of the island, will hopefully be able to get answers they may have regarding the supplemental SEIS when the Joint Guam Program Office hosts their public meetings next month. In the meantime, Camacho encourages island residents to read the document.
We can't be less critical just because it's an improvement over what was happened the first time.